Welcome back friends, this is Raman Sharma here and you are watching Redux Firebase simple block, and this is a part 3rd. In the previous part we have set up our project here. We have added the Firebase in our project and our project is looking like this that we are creating here. Now we have to create this authentication system in this today part for our admin panel, so that for the further we can start our admin panel. Now here see that there is, when I will go here to the admin route, first of all this will check from the Firebase that is you are logged in or not. If the user is logged in, it will redirect us to the dashboard, otherwise it will redirect us to the login here. So let's make that authentication system here. See that when I will go to the register here, when I will go to this register route, it is redirecting back us to the login, because there can be because if the user is logged in, only the logged in user or the user that is an admin, and if it is logged in, that he can only register the user here. So as just we are doing the starting here, so we will implement the register also in this same route, in this same admin route, and then when we are going to create an admin panel, we are going to set up our admin panel, then we will move that register page to the that admin side, admin dashboard side. So now let's, without wasting any time, let's move further and let's start creating our authentication system. So this is our app that we have created till now, and let's go to the coding section, and here we have created two files here. First in the config folder there is firebase.js. here we have initialized our Firebase. Then we have also created the Redux here, so for that we are also going to add Redux here, and in the Redux we have added the auth reducers, so we are going to take the help of this reducer to transfer the data or to check the state, like if user is present or not. So now we have to make the routes here. So when we will go to the package.json, here see that we don't have any dependencies related to the routing, so we need React Router DOM for the routing purpose, and also we have to add the Bootstrap here. So as I am using Bootstrap here, and we also have to use React Bootstrap so that it will be easily bind for us. So now you will get to know how you can use React Bootstrap here. So we have to install total 3 dependencies. Now let's install those 3 dependencies here. As I'm using yarn here, so I will use yarn add. First is React Router DOM, second is Bootstrap, and third we need React Bootstrap. If you are using npm, then simply use npm install and these all dependencies. Just press enter here. This will add dependencies for you in our project. Now our all dependencies has been installed successfully here. So let's clear this and let's first of all apply the Bootstrap here. See that we are getting React Bootstrap and we are getting Bootstrap as well as we are getting React Router DOM. So first of all let's set up the Bootstrap here. So let's go to index.js, and here we will write import Bootstrap dist, then in the CSS folder there will be our bootstrap.min.css. just save it. Now when you will go here, and I think it is compiling here, so it is compiling, it is taking little time for the compilation. Now it is compiled successfully, and when I will refresh this, see that we are getting a change in the text here. So this means that our Bootstrap has been applied successfully. Now let's do the routing here. So this whole thing we are going to do in the admin route only, and when we will go to the dashboard, and that dashboard will be also in our admin route. So here what we will do, here we will create one new folder here. So I am creating one new folder for the admin here. So here I will write admin, and then second folder I'm going to create for the our authentication system, and that I'm going to create as auth here. And then in the admin panel there will be one new folder for our dashboard, and here in the admin panel there will be one index.js file which will handle all the routes of our admin here. So we will create here sub routes for our admin panel. So now let's start the routing here in the app.js. So let's see how we can add the index route here, nested route. So let's see. So first of all, here in the index.js, I'm going to index.js. Here we have to import the router here. So there will be the router. So let's import browser router as router from React router DOM. So now let's apply the router here in the index page, and I am applying the router in the index page because so when we will go to the admin page here, so if the user is added here, so this means that this will add the history from our index page only, means we can use the history hook in the use history hook in the app.js also. Now save this, and now let's go to app.js here, and in the app.js we will start creating routes here. So let's first of all create our route for here. I'm going to create switch here. So this switch, and we will import this switch from import switch from React router DOM, and it is switch. So let's add here switch, and let's add route here. So first of all there will be the home route. So I'm adding the home route here. It will be just empty here, and it will be exact for path is equals to home, and I'm creating this one like this because here we will add the navigation bar also. Cut this and paste this here. So now for the home route there is our this one h1 tag here. So now let's create the route for here. We don't need exact, just add the path here for path admin. There will be our component, and that component we have to create first. So let's create that component here, and this component is here RAFCE, and this is admin component. I am renaming this to admin here. So here first of all I am just going to write one h1 tag here that will show to admin route here. Now let's save this, and when I will go here we will render this route here, that is admin component. We will render this, and we will import admin from, and it is in the same folder in the admin, and as it is having the index.js file, so we have simply to write a folder name only. Now let's save it, and now let's test it. So route is not defined, this error is coming. This is because we have to also import the route here. So So in the app.js I am importing route here also from the React Router DOM. Now there should not be any error. It is compiled successfully. Let's later refresh this. See that we are getting welcome to Firebase blog at route, home route, and let's go to the admin out here. So here now we are at the admin route. Now we are getting the admin out here. So how we can first of all apply the routing here. So first of all let's apply the login and register routes in the admin route also. So in the auth I'm going to create one new folder, and that folder will be for login, and second folder I'm going to create, and that folder will be for register here. So in the login I'm going to create login.js file, so login.js here, and in the register I'm going to create register.js file here, so that will be register.js here. So let's create a component here, function component for login, and here I'm going to write login page, and same thing we are going to do for register page here. So here I'm going to write register page. Now let's implement here in the index.js. In the index.js, first of all we need two things. We have to get the path here. So means here we are passing the path here. So this path, as we are using we are doing the nested routing here, so first of all we will get this path also. So here let's first of all get this path. So for that we are going to use, we are first of all import from React Router DOM. So we are going to import, first of all we will import the switch from React Router DOM, then we need the route from the React Router DOM, and after that we need use route match. So we are going to use this route match here. So here first of all let me console this, console.log use route match. So let's see what it is returning here, and it is in the admin folder here. So when I will go here and let's inspect this, and I'm in the console, let's see this. So as it is compiled successfully and our page has been refreshed here, see that what we are getting. So we are getting the path as well as URL here. So but we need path here. So that's why I'm going to extract the path from this object. So we will use destruction here. So let's do that. So here const let's use destruction, and we are going to destruct the path from use route match. So now we can use this path to create the nested routing here. So let's apply here. So instead of this I'm going to write here switch, and here I'm going to write route here. Route path will be, first of all I'm going to use backticks here, so because we have to use this path variable. So from the path, and from this path let's create a new route. So this new route will be the login route here, and its component will be login only. So login component is there. Let's import. So I'm going to import login from same folder in the auth, and there will be login, and there is login.js here. So we are importing this from our this auth login and then login file. Now let's close this route as well as, and here just create the exact path for only this path here, means for this path this will be the home route, and this part represent from the home route of this admin panel. There we are creating the login out here, and here just component will be just this h1 only, and here we have to create the register out here. So register, and we are going to add register also. So see that this is important, successfully from auth register and register. Let's save this and now test these routes here. So now we are in the admin here, only admin route is coming. Now let's go to the login here. So I'm going to the login file here. So see that we are getting the login page. This means that we are in the login route, and then register. This means that we are in the register route. Now we have implemented the routing successfully here. So let's add the route for the dashboard also. So let's add that also. So in the dashboard, I'm going to create one new file that will be the index.js, and here also the same thing we are going to do. So that will be the nested routing only, and here this will be the dashboard, and for the ease, just I'm going to write simple h1 here. That will be the dashboard. Save this now, and just go to the admin here, and here we have to create one new route. Sorry for this. We are creating the new route for the dashboard, and here we are going to implement the component dashboard, and we are importing dashboard from the dashboard only. Now just save this, and now we can test the dashboard also. So here now we are in the dashboard also. So now let's apply the login system here. So let's create the UI first. So now we have to implement the login system here. So I'm removing this all. We don't need dashboard also now, and we also don't need app.js, and in the index.js we don't need this. We need only login and register. So first of all, let's create the UI for register here. So here I'm moving to the register route first, and this is looking like this. So now what we need in the register here. So let's go here. So now when I'm going to, first of all, let's log in the user here. So log in this. So this is the app that we are creating here, and here when we will go to the register route now. So let's go to the register route. So now we are getting this here. So what we need full name, and then email we need, and then password need, and we need the confirm password. So let's move there. So let's create this first of all. So we are using the React Bootstrap here. So first of all, I'm going to import this from React Bootstrap, and what we need here. So first of all, we need the form here. So first of all, let's apply the container here. Container we need, then we need row, and after that we need column here, and we need form, and we need button here. Now let's create this now. So first of all, there will be the container, and this will be the fluid. If you want, you can use fluid also. Simply just write here fluid, but we don't need fluid here. Fluid like this, but we don't need fluid here. So I'm just kept like this. Now we need row, and then we need column. So column for empty we need 6, and same for everyone, there will be the 6 here, and for the small there can be 12. Here for small there is 12, and for extra small there will be the 12. and here let's add the class name, and we have to move it. It will be to mx auto here. Now here we also need one h1 tag, so there will be one h1 tag, and here in the h1 tag we have to write this string React Firebase simple block here. And here we are using one span here, span, and its class name will be text primary, and then and here we need also the class name. So class name will be, first of all we need font weight bold is there, then text will be the center here, and padding y will be the 5. Now just save it and let's see what we are getting here. I don't know, it is taking time for the compilation. Now it is compiled successfully here. See that we are getting like this React Firebase single block admin here. So it is primary is there. See that we are getting the primary here, and text dark we need, so I'm going to write text dark here for the above one. Now it is looking good. Now let's move further. So here we have to create one form here, so I'm using form now, and this one is there, and then we need form control first, form dot control, and in this form dot control, first of all we need the full name, and full name, then email, then password, confirm password, and then login here. So I'm going to write type of text here, and placeholder will be please email, full name here. Save it, and now let's see here. See that we are getting the full name here. Now let's make it as colmd4. Is it good? Yeah. Let's apply class name also here, margin y to 5. Now it is looking good. Now I'm copying this all. Here we need one email here, then password, and this will be of password here. Here the placeholder is there, and this placeholder will be for email, and this placeholder will be for password, and then retype password. Retype password. Save this, and we should get like this, so it is looking good. Let's make it to 5 to make it more better. Now it is looking good, and let's add padding also here, so padding to 3 will be okay. Now it is looking good, and here let's add the margin here, so class name. Let's add the form group also, so here I'm going to write form.group. Form.group is there, and this will have the ID here, so ID, so this is having the control ID, and in this control ID we are going to just add the random ID here, so full name basic form. So full name basic form, let's move it here, and first of all let's copy copy here 1 2 3 4 times, and let's move first of all this one to up, and this one to here, and this one to here, and this one to here. So, and this will be for email, and this will be for password, and this will be for confirm pass here, and this will be for submit. And let's make the button here. So button type will be the submit, and here let's add variant, and this variant will be of dark here, and background will also be dark. And here we need login, and we have to add also the classes names here. So I'm going to add the class names to our form groups, and class name will be margin by to 1. Save this, and let's see how it is looking. So it is looking good. Let's add margin by 2 here. Now it is looking good here, and this login form we need, and it will be first of all margin top to 5 here. Done. And then we need class name. So class name will be form control. Save it, and now see that we are getting this submit button here. And same thing we have to do for the login here. Here first of all will be register. Now I'm going to copy this whole container. So copy this here, save it first, and then let's go to the login.js, and I'm going to paste this whole here. So here there will be the login button, and then we don't need confirm password here, and we need password and email only. And here we have to import also these whole things. I'm going to copy this all, and let's paste here. Save this, and here I'm going to write nothing here. So here let's go to the login and see that we are at the login here. Now let's apply the validations to both login and register. Now let's first apply the validations for our this one login page here. So here we are going to use the use state here, use state hook, and then also to show the errors here, and for that we need the React Toastify. So let's install that React Toastify here. So I'm going to write yarn add React Toastify. So we have to show the warnings and infos here. So that's why we are going to use this React Toastify dependency here. So this will install the React Toastify for us. So till then, until this is installing this, let's add the one here. So let's create a state here. First state will be this for email, and this for set email here, set email, and this will be from the use state, and first by default this will be empty, and same state we need for our password here. So pass, and let's set pass here. So this will be the controlled form. So here I'm going to write, copy this, and let's go here, value, and its value will be email, and on change we are going to write e, then set email e dot target dot value here, and I'm going to copy this, and same thing we have to do for the password also. So here will be the pass, and we are going to set pass here. And now let's check it here. So if this email is empty or this pass is empty here, then simply we will return. So we will create the function here. First of all, let's create the function that is handle submit, and it will take an event here. And first of all, we will prevent default this. Let's prevent default this event, and then we are moving this here. If email and password is empty here, then simply we are going to return this toast error. So as toast has been applied successfully here, so let's import this. Import toast from React Toastify. React Toastify here, and let me implement this one again. I don't know why this is not showing here. So let me comment this, and here we should get the value for our toast. So see that this toast is here, so I was right for that. And toast dot info will be there. Please fill in all fields. And then for the password, if pass.length is less than 8, so if pass.length is less than 8, then we are going to return, and we are going to pass the info here. Password must be of length 8 or greater. Now here we will add the user here. I'm going to copy this, and in the form on submit, let's handle this submit here. Save this. Now we have also to implement the React Toastify container here, so that we can show the React Toastify toast message here. So let's go to app.js, and here we will add React Toastify. So this will be React Toastify container will be there. So let's import this. Import from React Toastify, and here it will be Toastify container, that is toast container here. So toast container, let's do that. And we also have to apply the CSS here. So let's go to the index.js, and here we are going to apply the CSS. So why these errors are coming? There is not any error. So let's import React Toastify slash. So let's go here. In the dist there will be our CSS file here. Let's go here and let's look for the React Toastify. This here will be the React Toastify here. So this is the React Toastify, and in the dist folder there will be the CSS file here. This is React Toastify.css. So we will implement this React Toastify Toastify.css. Let's save this. So this is here. and let's go here and try this. So whenever we click on login here, please fill in all field. I think CSS is not applied. I have to refresh it. Now whenever we click on login here, see that we are getting please fill in all fields here. Now we first of all we don't have to log in the user, we have to register the user here. So let's apply the validations to in the register.js also. So there will be the same validations. I'm going to copy this and here I'm going to paste this and use state from here, use state, and we need also toast here, and toast will be imported from React Toastify only. And then here we need one thing, that will be the name, full name, set full name, and then pass, confirm pass we need, set confirm pass. And in the handle submit we will see this all, not full name or not confirm pass. And if password length is like this, then we are going to return, and same if condition, if pass is not equals to confirm pass, then simply we are going to return this toast message passwords do not match, and this will be in the handle submit. Copy this and on submit we need handle submit here, and let's apply here value. So value will be full name, and on change there will be e, and we need to set full name e dot target dot value here, and same thing we have to write. I'm going to copy this and paste it here. This will be the email, and we are going to set the email here, and then we need the pass. So I'm going to write pass here, and we are going to set the pass here. So there is pass, then confirm pass we need, confirm pass, and then set confirm pass. Save this, and now we should get also validations here. Now click on register. Actually it is not compiled, I think. Now it is compiled here. Now let's click on register. See that we are getting please fill in all fields here, and if I'm writing anything like this, then password 12345, it will give us the error, please fill in all field first, then password must be of length 8 or greater. Let's add 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Press enter here. So we are not getting anything. So when I will click on write 9 here, then we will get please passwords do not match. So now let's register the user first. So to register the user, here let's open this Firebase console. So whenever we are going to register the user, we also have to store the Firebase data in the Firestore database here to store the name of the user. or we can just simply save the display name also in the display name. So let's create database here, and it will be we will start this in the production mode only, or first of all let's start in the test mode, and then we will change it here. So it can be same like this, and click on enable here. So here we will store our blogs documents here. That we will do further here. So first of all we have to do the authentication here. So as it is implementing here, so let's do one thing in the Redux here. So let's go to the reducers, and in the auth reducer here we have the initial state also, and we haven't defined any types here. So first of all let's define the types here. In the types I'm going to create the one new folder, one new file here, and that will be the auth types.js, and here we are going to store the types for auth. First will be the set user, and that will be the export const set user, and it will be the set user. And same thing we are going to do for reset user, and then reset user. Save it. And now let's go to the auth reducer here, and here we are going to implement the case. First we are going to import that all types, import all as types from one level up in the types in the auth types here. And first type will be the type dot set user, types dot set user here. So we are just going to add state, and in the state it is logged in. So is logged in will be true, means the user is logged in here. And then we need user, so user will be the payload the user, as we have also restructured the action here. And then user ID will be the UID, that will be the payload.id here. And let's return this state here. And for the reset user, let's add case types dot reset user, and here we are going to write state initial state to our initial state, and then we are going to return the state here. Now let's save this, and let's go to the action creators here. So we are going to create the actions now. So it will be the auth action creators.js, and now let's save this here. So first we are going to import all types from all as types from one level up in the types, and then under the auth types here. And let's create one new function here. First it will be the set user. So set user, this will be a pure function, and this will take the data here, and it will return the object, and that object will be of type, that will be the types dot set user. And then we are going to send the payload. So payload is simply the data here that we are going to send. And let's create the action creator now. So this is the action that we have created. So here we will define the auth actions are there, and now auth action creators. So export const, we are going to export this. First there will be the user, add user, or you can say that login user, and this will take data of the user here, and then dispatch, because we have implemented the Redux thunk here, so this dispatch will be available in our function now. So now here we will simply call this dispatch here, dispatch set user, and we are going to pass the data to the set user, and that will be our same data. Save this. Now this set user will run this set user type function, and it will go to the auth reducer here, and this case will be matched, and this will log in the user and add the data to the user here. So in the data we will pass user object as well as we will pass user ID object here. So let's see if this is implemented or not. Now this is implemented. Let's go to the authentication here, because today we are going to do the authentication only. And let's click on get started. So this will start the authentication for us, and here we will enable one function, and that is sign in method here, and that sign in method will be the email and password only. Let's click on enable and click on save here, and let's go to the users, and here we are going to add the user here. So let's move further. Now let's log in the user here. So first of all, let's go to our Firebase here. In the config, this config, there is firebase.js. So now we need auth also, so I'm going to import firebase/auth also, firebase/auth. So this will enable the authentication facility for us. Now I'm going to export const auth is equals to, and that will be firebase dot, or you can say that fire dot auth is there, fire dot auth. Save it, and now we can use this auth here. So I'm going to close this here, and let's go to the auth register here, and now let's use that auth here. So first of all, here log in the user, register the user here, because whenever we will register a user in Firebase, it will log in the user. So that's why we will use also Redux here. We will add the data to the Redux also. So here let's use auth. So this auth is exported from this Firebase here. So let's import dash from one level up, one level more up, and then again one level up, and here will be the config folder, and in the Firebase we need auth here. So yes, auth const is here, so we are going to use auth dot. So let's see what we are getting here. So auth dot, see that there are many methods, but we are going to create user with email and password, and that will be email and pass. We are passing here, and then there will be the function here, then response will be there. So we are going to write then there will be our user present, and dot catch. If there is any error, we will simply toss dot error here, invalid toss dot error. So error dot get message, error dot message, like this. So simply we will console this error here. So let's console this error, console.log error here, and here we are going to add data to Redux here. So here first of all we are going to set the user. So for that we have to make the data here, and that data will be, first there is user here, so we are going to use user dot let's see what is present in this here. and here we are going to pass only user here. But there is one thing, that is provider data. So this provider data we will pass here, and then we need the user ID. So we are going to use user ID. We are going to pass or ID here. So let's see, in the auth reducer there is payload.id here. So we are going to pass ID here, and that will be of user.uid will be there or not. Let's see. User dot then here will be the uid. This we will pass here. So before that we also have to set the full name here of the user. So we will set here user dot update so this profile will not here, so we are going to use authenticate only. So auth dot current user dot update so this is the here update profile here. So I'm going to use this update profile. So here we will mention the display name. So display name will be the full name dot. If we are adding the then method, so dot then method is there, then it is using user, then we are going to pass this data here. So as we are getting the user here, and dot catch, there is error. So simply this thing we are going to do console of the error only. Now let's add data to Redux here. So we are going to use dispatch. So for that I'm import use dispatch from React Redux, and let's apply here constant dispatch use dispatch. Now we are going to use this dispatch here. So dispatch, we are going to add the user. So add user, and this add user will come from the this data here. So this add user we are going to import from 1 level up, 2 level up, 3 level up in the Redux, and then in the action creators, and then in the auth action creators here. So if you don't know how I have implemented the Redux, then please watch the previous video first of the project setup. There I have added this. So we are going to add data here. Just we are going to history. So we have to define the history also, and that we are going to import it from the const history is equals to use history, and this use history we are going to import from the React router DOM. So I'm importing this, import use history from React router DOM. Then we are going to push history.push to admin dashboard here, and just we have to apply the toast message also. So I'm going to apply toast.success. You are registered and logged in successfully. Save this, and now let's test this. So we should not get any errors here. So I'm going to reload this, and let's go to the console also, so that we can get to know if there are any errors or not. So we are getting one error. So import error, add user is not exported from auth action creator. So let's see what is the error here. So in auth action creators there is login user. So I'm going to copy this, and instead of this add user, let's write login user, and here we are going to write login user. Save this. Now we should not get any errors. So this set user is not defined. So let's see where this is the error here. Set user. Where I have added this auth action creators. Okay, auth action creators. So let's move there, and this is capital U here. So there are some typo errors, so due to which the errors are coming here. Now whenever I click on register, nothing is happening. Let me reload this again for one time, and let's apply here anything, and password like 12345678 and 12345678. Now let's click on register user. So we should not get any errors. Let's go to state, and nothing is there. Let's see if the user is registered or not. Actually my internet is gone, so I will be right back after my internet will be there. So see that this network request is failed. Now I have my internet connection back here. So let's click on register now. So when I'm going to click on register, now see that we are getting one error, cannot read property user of undefined, and it is at register.js at line 40 here. Let's see. So at line 40, where it is. So this is line 40 here. So user.user. So this means that this is giving us the user null here. So here what we will do. So whenever we will update the user profile here, we will create one new here that will be for user only, and I'm going to remove this. User is equals to auth dot current user. So we are going to get the current user here, current user. So we are getting this here, current user, and then we can use this user here. Save this, and here in the Firebase blog tutorial, when I will refresh this, here we are getting register users. I'm going to delete this here, delete from here. We will add the user again. So let's click on register. Now we should not get any errors here. So provider data of undefined. So first of all, let's console log this user here. So this is a property here. let's console log this user. So I'm going to console.log this user here, save it, and I'm going to delete this user again. And now let's click on register again. Click on register. Now let's see if we are getting user here. See that we are getting the user here, and this user we are getting. Now there can be the provider data, I think, is here. So see that display name is also updated, that as Raman Sharma is here. Now when we will see here, see that we are getting the provider data. So we need this provider data here. See that this one we need here. So here we are going to implement user.provider data only, user.provider data, and as it is in the array here, so it is in the array, so we will take the one index here. So now let's remove this, save this, and now let's go here, and first of all let's reload this and again delete this user. And now I'm going to clear this console and now click on register here. So UID same, here will be the user.uid. So there are some errors that you will get here. I actually forgot that. So let's delete here again and let's click on register now. Now we should get registered here. See that we are getting here, you are registered and logged in successfully, and we are redirected to the dashboard here. And here see that we are getting also this one data here, that is user and this user ID here. Everything we are getting in the Redux here. Now let's first of all implement the logout facility here. So let's implement the logout facility, then we will implement the login facility here. So for the logout facility here, reset user is there. So let's create the action creator. So export const, first will be the set user, and then here will be the reset user, and type of reset user, and we don't need any payload or any data here. Then I'm going to do this logout user, and we don't need any data, so just we are going to reset user here. Now save this logout user, and now let's go to dashboard here. So where is the dashboard, and here just implement one button here. So I'm going to implement one button, type is equals to button, on click there will be the logout, and then this button will be having logout. So just for the sake we are implementing the logout here. So when we are going to add the dashboard thing here, then we are going to change this here. So here we are getting const dispatch, use dispatch here, and we are going to add this use dispatch from React Redux, and then here we are going to add const logout and auth. This auth will be imported from the Firebase here. So auth dot sign out. So this sign out property is there, and just we are going to dispatch logout user here. Save this now. So when I'm going to reload this, so actually the user is not logged in yet, so see that we are not getting any data here. So when we will click here, we will get error here. So we will not get any error. So I'm going to click here. See that we are not getting any error here. So this means that this user is logged out from the Firebase now, because in the Firebase it was logged in previously. Now let's go to the login here. Let's apply the login facility now, and let's go here to the login, and here we will use auth. So auth here, and auth is also imported from the Firebase file. So let's import this. Import auth from one level up, then now one level up we are here, then after that one level up we are here, then again one level up, and there will be the Redux here. Again one level up. So let's go to register here, and this we are going to do. And then auth dot login with, here we sign in with email and password. Let's pass email and pass here. Dot then there will be the user here, and dot catch, there will be the error, and we will just toast it. Toast dot error will be the invalid email or password. And then if there is user, just first of all let's console log this user here, save it, and now let's add here this one, and let's add password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and let's click on login here. So see that we are getting the credentials of the user. So that is user.user, and in that everything is there. So let's create the same data here. So I'm going to create the same data, copy this and go to the login here, and then paste it here, and it will be the user dot and here user dot, and then we are going to dispatch. So let's first of all add the dispatch here, const dispatch use dispatch, and this use dispatch we will import from React Redux. So import use dispatch from React Redux, so let's dispatch. Now we will log out user here. So log out user, this will also be imported from the same action creator. See that, log out user, and we will not pass any data, and just we will set the user here, login user, we will login user with this data here, and then same thing we are going to do. So for the history, copy this and paste this here, toss.success, you are logged in successfully, and here this push to admin dashboard, and let's create the history here, const history is equals to use history, and this use history we will import from React Outer DOM. Import use history from React Router DOM. Now let's save this and let's log in the user now. So it is saved here or not? So it is const here. Now let's save this. I don't know why we are getting this error. History is equals to use history. Save this. Now we should not get any errors. It is compiled. It is compiling, so it will take little time for the compilation. Let's wait for that. Sorry for the long video because this authentication system I have to explain here. So it is React. So React. Save this now. Just typo error was there. Let's log in the user. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and let's click on login. Now our user is logged in successfully here. Now see that our user is logged in now. Now when I will click on logout button here, our user will be logged out successfully and see that our auth is null now. So for today this is enough, and we have completed our authentication system, and from the next video we are going to implement our dashboard here, admin panel. We are going to set up the admin panel.